As I was just digging into this documentary project, the coronavirus pandemic shut down most government functions. In early July, I reached out to Wayne Feiden, the Director of Planning and Sustainability for the City of Northampton, to ask how the virus has impacted the city's climate action plan. Despite the fact that the Sustainability Commission didn't meet for several months, there are important sustainability projects that have continued despite, and in some cases because of COVID. One of these projects was the purchase of a golf course to add to recreational land close to downtown and to add to Northampton's ability to sequester carbon.
So this is the former Pine Grove Golf Course. It closed for business, I guess, about a year ago. The city purchased it to add to our Rocky Hill Greenway. And it's primarily a climate restoration project for us. So it was a beautiful golf course, and it made a lot of people very happy for 50 years. But golf courses are not particularly natural features. And the way you make a golf course work is you drain everything, so when it rains, the water disappears, so you can golf the next day. And then because you just created a desert, whenever it's not raining, you have to do irrigation. And it means every time it rains, it's sort of like a parking lot. Every time it rains, the water rushes off and floods Route 10 and floods Mass Audubon, doesn't store any carbon on the site to speak of, doesn't support wildlife. And so we're trying to counter all those things. Our goal is to be carbon neutral, and we want to get there as quickly as we can by not burning carbon in the first place. But we know that's going to take a while. Besides reducing our carbon footprint as much as possible, we have to catch carbon. And obviously in the forest, catching carbon means letting the trees grow larger. In a golf course, it means planting trees or encouraging trees to come in. But it's not just the trees. A lot of carbon is stored in the soil. And wetlands are among the most efficient storers of carbon. So there was probably once 10 acres of wetlands on the site, and now there's probably less than an acre of wetlands. And so restoring that extra 9 acres is one more carbon sink. You know, COVID-19 has in some ways both accelerated our focus on climate mitigation and adaptation and slowed it down. So the Energy and Sustainability Commission did not meet for 3 or 4 months during the worst of it. They just had their first meeting 2 weeks ago. And staff has done absolutely no work in that time on the plan. We were just overwhelmed with other projects. So the plan itself absolutely slowed down, and frankly, for the next 4 months, it's going to go at a much slower rate than we had planned. But there's a lot of projects. So we're much more focused on projects, and those are either going at the same pace or even faster.